Hey, party people, this is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games, and we are after hours here at Origins 2019. I'm with John of Genius Games, and he has Periodic, it's actually delivering, right?
It's almost
delivering? Yeah.
It's going to be delivering to backers late June,
all right.
And then it's going to hit retail in late July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I mean, we just talked like the periodic table is not the sexiest thing, but you have somehow put this beautiful, display on. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Tell us a little bit about it.
So yes, this is the board, and it's an actual periodic table, right?
Yeah.
Something you would see on a college classroom or a high school chemistry course classroom.
Yeah.
Now what's going to happen in the game is you have these element cards up here, these goal cards up here, and they have a number of elements on them.
Okay.
As an example, you can see this one that's got hydrogen, helium, and then some other one that you took. So I don't maybe argon, maybe neon.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
And if you'll notice on the board, you've got these little blue markers with the double circles, right? And so that's going to mark all the elements on this one. On this one, it has a green bottom with a single circle, a purple bottom with triple circles. And that's going to mark all the elements that are on those goal cards.
Okay.
Now, what you're doing in the game is each player is represented by a color. So you have a flask and a microscope here.
Okay.
And what you're trying to do is move your flask around to land on the elements that are on these goal cards up here.
Oh, okay.
And how you move your flask is what's really interesting about this game. So it's sort of a tactical movement and action economy game.
Okay.
So each player is going to start off with some energy. So right now, if I'm first player, I'm going to start with 3 energy, and then 4 energy, and 5 energy, and so on.
Okay.
And now down here at the bottom, this is how you're going to move your flask. So as an example, I'm going to choose between 2 things on a given turn.
Okay.
I can either pay energy, like this, pay energy onto this, and I can move up to 5 spaces in this direction. Now I am Peach here, so I could move 1, 2, 3, and I can just stop right there. Or I can go up to 5. Now if I do that and I land on fluorine here, I'm going to be able to put one of my cubes on fluorine and claim it.
Okay.
I still have more energy, so I could go. Maybe I'll do this one here and move over again. Now if you look at the arrow, this tells you have to move to the right. And down, or any combination. So I can move all 5 movements to the right.
Yeah, okay.
Or I can move all 5 movements down.
Okay.
And when I end my turn, when I end that movement on one of these elements that have a marker, I get to place, again, my little marker here on that element.
Okay.
Once a player has completed that entire card, so let's imagine that, I've got 2 on that one, but then green comes in here and swipes this. Green completes it, right? Orange here is going to get 5 points from this little token. If you have 1 cube, you're just going to get 3 points, like that.
Okay.
But now green is going to get this entire card.
Okay.
And this bonus tile above. And this bonus tile, what that's going to do, it's going to allow the player to move to any one of these locations. But that's in addition to their normal action. If you look at that right there.
Yeah.
Any one of those colored locations.
Okay.
They're going to put that card in front of them. Now there's also these hidden agendas in the game. And the hidden agendas are going to score you additional points for getting certain combinations of these goal cards up here, right?
Oh,
so we put that one over there. Now that we get a new one, we'd move all of these markers to the different locations
where
that
they
are
have
shown
to be
on there.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to do that because we're just kind of showing a quick demo.
Yeah.
Now, so basically what you're trying to do, you're paying energy on these trends to move your flask around. In order to claim the elements on these cards, when you complete it, you get the card and the bonus. If you've got cubes on it, you just get the smaller amount of energy. Now, one of the other things that you can do instead of paying energy on these trends is that you can take all of the energy off of one of the trends and then save that energy for a later turn. Now, if you do that, however, you only get to take that one trend action once, and that's your whole turn. But you get a lot of energy for it, right?
Yeah.
So if I did that, say I'm pink here, and I take all the energy off of here, I could now move one in this direction, or one down in that direction, or further down.
Okay.
Now, one of the other things to keep in mind is you see this track around the board, right? See all these cards out here.
Yeah.
Now, these show off a number of how the elements are grouped on the periodic table.
Okay.
As an example, over here, these are the alkali earth metals, right? And the blue here, your post-transition metals, and all the red, your transition metals.
Yeah.
And you can think of these cards are on the outside as a circular track, and it moves clockwise. So let's say I'm Peach here, Peach is going to want to end their turn in a halogen, because if they do that, Peach can move down to the halogens. And that's
Okay.
important because anytime you move your microscope around this track, you also get to move your point marker up here.
Whoa.
Right? And this is like a race for the top. We're racing for these juicier points at the top here.
Yeah.
And there's only one player allowed in this top spot and 2 players allowed in the
Ooh,
second 2
okay.
spots, right? So that's what we're trying to do. Now, as a clarifying point here, in order to move your flask down, it's not that you just take an action and go to a halogen. You have to actually end your entire turn in the halogens, right? In there. And that's when you get to move your marker
Okay.
up. And that's kind of basically it, what you're doing in the game. You're paying energy on the trends to
Yep.
try and take as optimal of movements as you can. And then when you pay, you take multiple actions.
Right.
Or you can take all the energy off of one and get to take just that action. And then you're also trying to end your total movements and the elemental groups that are next along the track, so
Kinda
you
help
can run
get
up
where
this
you want
point.
to go, right?
That's
And
right.
then, and help. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This is a really cool little combination. I
Yeah.
like it. It's really smart.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yes, of course. Of
And
course.
that's a quick overview of Periodic, man. This is wonderful. Once again, where can we find out more about this?
So Periodic, you could go to the Kickstarter page, which it ended a little while ago,
Yeah.
but if you go to Kickstarter, search for Periodic and Gaming Elements, you can find it there.
Yeah.
You go to geniusgames.com. I think those are the main places
Yeah.
at this point. You go to Board Game Geek, of course,
Yeah.
right? If you're going to look up anything about a game nowadays, you could go to BGG. But those are the best places. It will be in retail July 22nd or thereafter. Hopefully you can find it on Amazon after that, or geniusgames.org, or wherever you buy your games from.
All right, party people, thank you so much for your time, sir. And we
Absolutely.
are going to close down Origins. Shh, we're after hours.
That's right.